But I could have done that. I could have just changed the clock town route so that I do milk bar and then couples mask um, and then go and deposit. But it's so much faster to soar away from inside the inn. And like, if you're doing that, then it makes the next part really tight, like making it to twin mold in time. No, you don't get kicked out. You just have to get in before 1 hour left. It's just about the door. Any first cycle enjoyers? Only the door cares about. Okay, I wanted to see where the chews get used. I guess here. Okay, 11 chews have been used. Wait, what? Wait, why do we only have 10 chews here? Oh, here we have 17. Wait, where did the first 3 chews get used? Maybe in Woodfall? Oh, here we go. Oh, okay, so we used 3 for the boss key skip. Okay, so you can do that with 2. So you can save a chew there. And then for this alt exit, this is a weird way of doing the hover. I haven't really seen that, I don't think. Oh, we did a slow bomb hover? What? Okay, so I guess the saved chew and Woodfall would just go here. Yeah, this category is pretty sick now. With first cycle fun stuff. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so not using any more chews here. We're equipping chews here. Okay, we're doing another alt exit, I guess. Oh, there's a chew used here. Whoa. Okay, that's cool. I'm into that strat. Wait, I haven't seen that before. Is that the Thomas strat or no? I think the Thomas strat's kind of different. Okay, and presumably we're doing another alt exit? No, we're soaring. Okay, so where's the next chew? Oh, there's chews in here. Oh yeah, for this thing. That's just one chew, I guess. Okay. Oh yeah, another chew for this ceiling chest. Just one? Wait, what? That's really awkward. Okay, so if we had more spare chews, they would just go to that, probably. Hmm. I'm not gonna play something during opening cutscene at GDQ, no. What if I just pulled out my phone and played Synco Pause? Not even streaming it, just ignoring the stream to play Synco Pause on my phone. Swamp Gossips would save more time. Nah, no. No, I don't know, but I don't think so. Oh, Great Bay needs a lot of chews? That's interesting. Wait, only 5 left? Wasn't there... Oh, here's chews. What? What are we using chews for here? Oh, right, that strat. Okay. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of required Chew uses in this category. Only used one there. You need one there as well, yeah. Doesn't it lose like 30 seconds? Not sure. More Chews incoming? Wait. Oh yeah, this hover as well. Oh wait, hovering around the waterfall. I guess you don't want to get ice arrows, so... Okay. Yeah, that's not something that I anticipated. Yeah, I guess 20 Chews is not very much for this category. P-Hat does seem really slow though. Yeah. If it's like 30 seconds, then it probably is better to just do... It's probably better to do the Super Cancer Swamp Grotto that no one's actually successfully done in runs before. The 4-bomb 2-chew Swamp Grotto. But I don't think the like 6-bomb 3-chew Swamp Grotto, like the normal any percent record strat, I don't really think that would be worth it. Well, 4-bomb 2-chew does not make bombs any more of a problem, because P-Hat Grotto uses 4 bombs, I think. If you include the one used in Palace. Although I guess, no, you'd use more bombs from back Palace if you did. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can kind of see how the current route might be better than I initially thought. Chews and bombs are super tight during that part of the run. What did I just get stuck on? Why is human in first cycle even done in the route? Yeah, dancing with the scarecrow and like waiting, I guess. Probably doesn't save too much. Because, like, it's not worth it in this category or 100%, because there's other stuff that you can do instead that's useful, like getting 2 masks in this category, or... Deku Playground in 100%, but... And in any percent, it's not done because... Any percent would lose too much time playing on JP, and it doesn't work on English. So I guess AFR is really the only category that can do it. I guess ADR? It's probably banned in ADR. Actually, it might not be. ADR rules are so stupid, dude. Now somebody's gonna clip me saying ADR rules. Yeah, that's a good point. I guess since human in first cycle is what's making the explosive route so weird. Well, is that really true? Yeah, I guess it kind of is. Yeah, it's a good question. Alright, catch you later, Severed. Thank you for the best of luck. Nice smashing, dude. Come on. How's Misa like Arkansas / living in the US again? I don't know, you'll have to ask her. I think she likes it though. Dude, oh, that looked really good. That looked really good, man. Finally a clean first cycle. But yeah, she has lived in the US for like less than 48 hours, so probably needs some time to let it cook, you know. I don't think she's a big McDonald's fan. She's more of a the chicken fan, I think. I didn't think about that when she visited here before. We made sure to get the worst. We made sure to find the nastiest burger in town and go and eat it in order to reacclimate to America. But honestly, the nastiest burger in most towns is probably McDonald's burger. We went to like a real restaurant with a sloppy ass, greasy ass burger. But it probably still was just on the just for being more of like a real burger instead of whatever the fuck is in the McDonald's burgers. Asperger's disease or Asperger's syndrome. It is true Misa and Simone are your girlfriend. You mean Simon in the chat? Simon is not my girlfriend. Misa is also not my girlfriend. She's my unpaid intern. I'm an incel. Gotta maintain my incel status. You can go straight from we'll just go straight from unpaid intern to wife though, or fiance at least. Women hate it when you vol-sell them. Doesn't everyone dislike being rejected? Is that what you're saying? Hello, Jess. Good luck on the witness. Dude, the swamp is a hard area. But the swamp kind of unlocks a lot of things elsewhere in the world. So I'm bullish on the Jess witness progress for the future, now that you're doing swamp stuff. Yeah, that mechanic just shows up everywhere. And people get really annoyed, like trying for hours to figure it out in the non-tutorial area for that, like in areas that are not the tutorial for that mechanic. Invested in the unpaid intern timeline. What do you mean timeline? By timeline, do you literally mean the amount of time that things have taken, or do you mean just like the world that we're in? No, you are not taking me out tonight, Simon. I will take you out if you attempt to take me out. Different meaning of take out. Taking you out with my fucking samurai sword. But yeah, the timeline has been fast. The actual timeline has been fast. We're speed running. All the tea. There's no tea. I mean, you guys know everything. You guys know like the. There's nothing interesting that I haven't said. I feel like you can fill in the blanks. You can assume everything from what I've said. I feel like. Is she getting a job in Arkansas? Who knows? Who knows about jobs? I mean, she's currently my unpaid intern, so it would be hard to squeeze in a job into her schedule as well. What up, Kai? Yeah. A lot has been revealed. Too much has been revealed, honestly. Oh yeah, Kai, I skipped through your record. That's what Stavros is referring to. I skipped through your record on stream. I can see why, like bombs at the beginning of the run and chews throughout the run are really tight. So it makes sense. How much, we were wondering how much first cycle skip even saves, or like human in first cycle even saves, because like if you didn't do that, couldn't you do like more, like 20 bombs and 20 chews with 2 bomb shop trips and like do much faster things in second cycle? I don't know though. It's hard. I would have to see some timings on like a lot of different things to be confident in what's good. I see. I didn't know Jess was interested in AFR. Did he run it? Or I guess maybe he did the timings for... Or no, you're saying a route he made for AFR. Oh yeah, I remember he was doing AFR, or thinking about doing AFR at least as a shorter thing. Since he didn't have time for 100%, I guess. Only a couple runs, I see. He decided to just be a degenerate and do 13-hour 100% streams despite having a full-time job. He decided to just be psychotic. It's the NOP 112 strat, but like even more insane. What? Facing the consequences? What do you mean? What consequences could possibly exist? Being demotivated, yeah, burnout is rough. You just need downtime in your life, in my opinion. But look where it brought us. It brought us to the best timeline where you're back playing the Witness, so... All's well that ends well. Please turn mask, please put on the mask. Please turn mask. I will say I do not endorse listening to music while playing The Witness instead of listening to the based ASMR sound effects. However, 1 PM again is fire. So I'm very torn here. It just doesn't seem like that much. Like, where's the time save? I guess doing Hidden Owl... Yeah, I don't know. I guess there's a lot of time spent, like, farming rupees if you're not doing Human in first cycle. Please. Poopy mash. Wait, what? Why would that be necessary? Wouldn't you have more explosive? Okay, but... So you're saying the old routes were just terrible? Uh-oh. Okay. I was afraid the guy was going to come at me. While I was doing that second Hess. Come on, man. Well, it depends on what swamp gossips he's talking about. P-Hat is pretty much going to be the same every time. I feel like everyone buffers all the same things in P-Hat. But swamp gossips, depending on the strat, can be much faster or much slower. Is this Boolin? Yeah, this is Boolin. But yeah, so yeah, it wouldn't be surprising to me if you could save 40 seconds over that without doing Human in first cycle, you know what I'm saying? Just not doing that bomb shop trip. And it seems like Human in first cycle really messes with the explosives. Unless I'm thinking about it wrong, like it seems like it leaves you with very few bombs at the beginning of second cycle, whereas if you just did normal things, you would do 2 bomb shop trips, well, like before leaving Clocktown, but then you would have like 20 bombs, 20 chews, and you could do more reasonable strats due to having more bombs. but maybe that wouldn't make as big of a difference as I think it would, just because you're still restricted on the chew. You're still just as restricted on the chew count. I don't know. What are macros good for? Like, it's like scripting basically. Yeah, I guess that's helpful for like timing and stuff, but it's like a decent amount of effort to do that, right? I would almost rather just learn the trick well enough to get a good timing, you know? Dude, come on, pull the bomb. Well, I don't like make a video. Yeah, I mean you can splice, but really I just time them separately. You don't even have to make a video to time things, but I guess it's good to show other people and remember what exactly you timed if you have a video. But usually I just try to note very specifically what I timed, like how exactly I did every single part of it, so that I can reference it back and make sure that I did it the way that would be fastest. I don't think so. Not 20-30 seconds different from Back Palace. Back Palace still takes time. I keep landing on the floor there. I somehow got worse at Super Swim height control. Taking the flower as a backup, lose like 20-30 seconds. Maybe 20. Maybe 20, yeah. Depends on whether you make the cycle. If you make the cycle, might be less than 20, I don't know. Dude. I'm just gonna backwalk here because I'm scared after last run. We will accept Hessing most of the way without ISG as a decent outcome. That is early? Oh no. That was odd. Oh my god. Whoops. I don't feel like I should... Don't feel like I should invert yet. But it also feels dangerous not to. Yeah, hopefully I can get into the shrine pretty quick. That was pretty quick. Yeah, so this is really good invert timing. Really? Really? Dude. Oh my god. Really, really bad shrine. We're still booling. It's fine, I think. Maybe. I don't really think that's what you're doing with extra steps, because... When you do front palace hovers, you make the cycle very comfortably. You like the platforms are in just the right place when you do front palace hovers. Whereas when you do the back palace hovers back up, you have to like fly a really long distance and stuff. You also have to get up on the door frame and jump and climb and all this stuff like that. Front palace hovers are really pretty quick, honestly. Is that good? I don't even know. Okay. I don't think I had to do that, but whatever. Fortunately, I will never run AFR, so I don't have to worry about what the route looks like too much. But it does, yeah, I guess my conclusion from the amount that I cared to look into it is that I do believe that it's at least possible for the current route to be the optimal one. I wouldn't be 100% sure without doing a bunch of timings and stuff myself, but based on what I understand, it seems plausible that the world record route is the optimal one, or more or less, plus or minus like a few chew uses here and there, swapping around some chew uses maybe, but the overall route seems maybe optimal. Man, why is the stream so dead today? I mean, I know it's earlier than I normally stream, but I feel like 34 viewers is really low for what's happening right now. Is Jesus Christ himself streaming right now? What's going on? Four bomb two chew. I was practicing it. I got pretty consistent at it. That's not true. I got sort of decent at it. It felt like I was getting there. But we would have to see if I ever got really all the way there. 6 bomb 3 chew might have to be good enough. The problem with 6 bomb 3 chew is it just uses too many bombs. Bombs up to PF are like really, really tight in the 111 route that I was assuming I would do. For real, man. They really would not know. I don't like this at all. Please don't overshoot. PF Hess. Yeah, so I mean ideally you have like enough bombs to do a double Hess and PF and also have a backup bomb in case you get ledge trolled on the second Hess. Unless you're good enough to do the single Hess in PF, which to me seems insane. No, I mean one bomb is ideal, it's just like, it just seems really, really hard. Thomas tried it for a while and I don't think he got that consistent at it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I was never convinced that that is like really worth it. Whereas 2 bomb is like a lot easier. This is only the second run today, but the first one got to like Butler Race or something. Like it was ahead. You know, it was like 30 seconds ahead at Ranch or something, and then it kind of just slowly fell apart. Ah. There are backups for the last... Oh, you mean the last turn, like... No, yeah, I know what you're talking about, yeah. That part is hard if you do, like, right ESS. I think... Like, I think that part becomes a lot easier if you can just do a giant turn because you're doing, like, down right ESS, which is what I was planning on doing. But that takes a lot of practice. I'm still not that comfortable with down ESS stuff. But I mean, I'm getting there. I'm pretty good at the Twin Islands S, all things considered. Considering how many ways there are to fail that trick. It's hard in like 20 different ways, man. But yeah, downright seems to help a lot with that trick. I'm not sure what you're arguing for here, consultant. You're arguing for one bomb PFS being good? I don't think it's impossible. I just doubt that it's worth it. Like no one's going for a 110 right now. Okay? So worth it for 110 is a different question. But like, similar to fully unbuffered lullaby skip, you know? Fully unbuffered lullaby skip, one bomb PFS. Stuff like that does not seem worth it for 111 to me. It really does not. Honestly, it might be the case that the strats that I have already been doing for 112 are the strats that are actually optimal for 111. Because you can definitely get a 111 with those strats. I think I have a tendency to do harder strats than I need to do for the times that I want to get. But I think that's a healthy tendency to have because it makes me grow and get better at the game, you know? But it's important to understand that that's a separate goal, you know? But I think it makes sense to have two separate goals like that. Get better at the game and also get good times. And try to balance them. No one's going for 111 currently? True. True. Mid to low 120s? Nice, man. You gotta beat the pre-equip swap world record 124.43. Zorahess is not really essential for that kind of time. Oh, you kind of learned the Dongo Grotto? What are you struggling with still? Which parts of it are hard? Yeah, the recoil is just 2 frames. Unless you have a kind of bad angle, then it's 1 frame, but you can curve it. I didn't know this at the time I made the video. I should probably just add it as a comment or whatever, but you can curve by just holding left, so curve it to the right. And it fixes it and makes it 2 frames again if you have a bad angle. That was weird. ESS is really hard today, apparently. Yeah, I don't curve it in the normal case, but if I have a bad angle, I'll curve it to the left. Or curve it by holding left. Yeah, the higher initial, the 1 frame higher, I would just recommend buffering, honestly. Buffering that initial hover frame, and just always get the lower one that you can just do full height hovers. Because that just seems super comfy. I did that for a while, and it is super comfy. But yeah, what I've been doing for the slightly higher frame is just going for a 2nd frame chew hover every time. Every single one of the chew hovers after that initial bomb hover, I try to make it a 2nd framer, which, I'm not gonna say it's easy. It feels sketchy doing that, you know? It feels very sketchy, but usually I get away with it. You only need, I think you need 5 of them to be 2nd framers, and the other 3 can be 1st framers. So you can play it kind of safe, but you can also just get unlucky with the frame timings, or like, I don't know. It's very easy to get a bunch of 1st frame hovers and then it just doesn't work. Nice bomb drop, dude. Nice. Nice. Pretty surprised we're this early here. I thought in-game time was going to be pretty tight, but I guess I played well after after Shrine. Not gonna work. Jesus Christ. Alright, that's fine. My A-slides have been super sloppy the last couple days in runs. They've been good in practice. You gotta just try it though. You gotta just try the A-slide for fun. Don't think of it as like something you have to learn to get a decent time. I feel like it's not really. I guess it does save a good bit, but I thought that wasn't gonna hit. I was freaking out. Yeah, I guess it saves a decent amount, but I just love that stuff, though. I have the advantage, I have the competitive advantage of just genuinely enjoying holding the controller in a stupid way and figuring out some weird thing to do with my hands. This is kind of a good pace, actually. Surprisingly good. Like, how? How is the pace this good? It really seems like it shouldn't be possible. Shrine was pretty bad, and the movement to the cave and the cave itself were pretty bad. But I guess that's it, maybe? Guess it was pretty clean other than that. One bomb PFS is way harder, dude. Yeah. 53 is probably barely possible. I'm not sure, though. Because what is my... Oh, yeah, no, yeah. 50... Yeah, it's probably, I mean, it's definitely possible with different strats, with harder strats, because there are like a couple things you can do. You can do like a seam Hess to Goron Mask or something. That probably doesn't save that much. But you can do, I don't know, there are ways to save probably like 2 or 3 extra seconds on top of what I do. Maybe more? I don't know. I do mostly everything that you can do though. But yeah, I think I can rainbow that by at least like 15-20 seconds, so. It's just such a long split to play that close to. Yeah, Sum of Best could be, I mean, the problem is reasonably doable. To ever actually get it into your Sum of Best, it has to be reasonably doable, you know? Because it's... Jesus, man, come on. Haven't had a decent one of those in runs in a while. Yeah, like the vast majority of the hard stuff in the split, or in the run up to that point, is in that split. I still don't have a good sense of like how to time this, the notes in this song to do it fast and guarantee that I don't get owned by the C up. I'm somehow getting more consistent at it, but... Wait, what am I doing? I only drank it once. I almost just pooped the bed and killed the run. It's not true. But... Yeah, definitely let me know if you do that. Oh my god. Why is it so impossible to not make this split just complete slop? Yeah, no rush. I'm just curious. If I needed to know, I would have timed it a long ass time ago. But I am kind of curious. I mean, what are these song attempts? This is where I get a bad lemons. Guarantee it. Think I have to get this guy next? Yeah, keep turning, man. Okay, that's not too bad. This could be worse. Do I want to get this guy right now? Oh god. Oh god. I think I regret going for that guy, but I'm not sure where the last one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did the last one cross? Wait. Oh no, where is he? Oh, he did cross. He crossed and hid behind this guy. Are you actually serious right now? Are you actually serious? That guy has a huge hitbox, by the way. Or push box. Look at this. Can't even get close to him. Anyway, just lost 1,000,000 years. And by lost 1,000,000 years, I mean still saved time, because my PB got the worst lemons imaginable. Thanks for the good looks, fellas. Dude. I've played within like... In this category, I've played within like 20 seconds of my sum of best for like over an hour. Fuck a green Suigi. This is Majora's Mask, bitch. Holy terrible movement. Changing the music. Does changing the music make the run invalid? Yes, modding the game does make the run invalid. It was the first hour of the run, man. But I have also done the equivalent in the second half, yes. I hope they didn't screw me. I think that's good. How many world records does he have in good games, though? Actually, I do have 5 world records at least. I think maybe just 5. Because I have 2 world records in No Breaks Valet, 1 world record in Cinco Pause, and 2 in Majora's Mask. Is there something I'm forgetting? I technically have a world record in Infernium, but no one else has run that category, so that doesn't really count. I think I do. Maybe someone did show up and... No, I don't think so. Can we get around the corner, please? Yeah, both world record and worst record. I'm thinking based. I am thinking based. Let's just not talk about it, man. We really don't have to talk about what just happened, okay? It's too bad I couldn't get that Angel game record before Don killed the game forever. But I guess you gotta share the wealth sometimes. Not everyone has 5 already. I'm being magnanimous. I'm not giving up on bopping Don. I'm being magnanimous and sharing the wealth. I mean, what? What? That looked fine. This is so much time lost, bro. And I forgot I was facing that direction. Just kill me, please. I'm gonna go for this. I assume I don't get caught here. Oh yeah, this is definitely fine. That was sketchy, actually. Okay. Summoning Salt World Record History video of Angel Game. He should branch out into good games. That'd be cool. Did that not sound right to you guys? Am I insane? See, that didn't sound right, and it worked. Thanks, Adam. Alright, so we're losing... I'm actually curious how much this loses. I guess I also talked to the Scarecrow, never mind. Pretty quick aim for that spot. Nice roll. Yeah, this is really not that bad, considering I talked to the Scarecrow and failed the Super Slide. The most punishing Super Slide in the game. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Is there a reason the game's not English? Because it's faster? Japanese... The Japanese language generally can say more with fewer characters, so the cutscenes are faster. Because there's less text in total. Don't love this health. Do I take more damage somewhere? Where do I take more damage? Take damage from the skull going into graveyard. Is there something before that? I guess not. I guess this is fine. My song playing has been the worst part of this entire run. Yo, Clemmy. Epic. I'm not buttering any of you guys up. Never say that again. I mean, why? Is that actually too close? Very confusing. No ifs, ands, or butters. Okay, at least probably not losing... Oh no, the clam thing. No, we're losing time. Shit. Haven't been punished for the clam mistake yet. Oops. Didn't get stuck on the rock this time. Amazing. Pretty good. That's pretty fast when he's that far out there. But it's awkward to manipulate him into a good line, into a good path, if he's that far. Come on, man. What am I doing? I was literally thinking I was about to mash the text and then slash the pot as if it was the first time I showed up at Woodfall earlier in the run. Amazing brain. Again, I have to get this hard drop here. But this split was much better than it was last run. That is for sure. I'm not actually 100% sure I need both magic drops there. I'm trying to think. Not sure if I've ever actually thought through that. Okay, we're, you know, firmly better than last run. Maybe that's all we can ask for. Brother. Unfortunate, dude. Unfortunate. I did a YOLO strat that I had never done before because I just assumed it would work. I mean, I'm probably still saving a little bit here, assuming I don't mess this next part up. Could still save a little bit. Maybe. That looked really sus for some reason. It almost looked like I didn't get a full speed jump there. That wouldn't make sense. Holy bug RNG, dude. I've never seen that in my life. Please make it. Oh no. That is the dumbest. I mean, that is just about the dumbest way that I could lose more time here. Dude. Yeah, I've never seen them going that fast. Those bugs found the hole faster than, never mind. Never mind. Gotta get one of those into the into the world record VOD. 2:12:01. Why would you call that? Especially when this is obviously a free 2:11. No, I'm gonna save like 30 seconds, dude. Ignore that part, but I'm gonna save like 30 seconds, dude. Seriously though, like matching my PB is just completely free. This is kind of tight in game time, by the way. Kind of slow start here. Realistically, I think I can maybe rainbow it by like 30. Like, with the strats I do. I think I could, in theory, rainbow it by like 30. Let's get a move on, dude. Come on. I don't think that affects in-game time very much, though. Which is the main thing I'm worried about at the moment. Dang, I went for the full roll. Am I just completely brain dead or what? I don't like this at all. Okay. It's cooler when I hit all the strats, I promise. I failed like 2 of the coolest strats. Actually, I guess mainly just one. Yeah. Thanks, Sigma. A bad sleep schedule is like going to bed at 1 a.m. and waking up whenever you wake up. Four minutes to spare. What is this Sigma thing? $500 prize pool. Dude, I think you gotta give me more than that to to make me drop what I'm doing and play some random ass like slop game. No, that's a real thing. I mean, I don't know if this one's real, I guess, but they do like bounties or like competitions like that on speedrun.com. There was one for like a Doom clone a while back. I'm guessing like indie developers are like paying speedrun.com to run these things. Yeah, you could. You could do it. I'd be interested to hear how it goes. I'm certainly not doing it. Yeah, it do be like that, man. It do be like that. I have a very hard time, but like, you know, money is cool. You know, if it were $5,000, maybe I would show up for my free money. Very slow. Very, very slow. Can I get a better recoil flip there, man? I've been getting terrible ones. No way. Been a minute since I did that. Kind of forgot it was a thing, to be honest. Yeah, yeah. Not surprising. I feel like the types of developers who would pay to have their game featured on there are gonna be like the types of developers who are making something in a very established genre. They have their target audience exactly in mind, you know? Nope. I think it's dead to in-game time. Maybe. Perfect. Literally perfect second try. Dude, I'm on top of the chest or behind it or something. Really need to be in front of the chest right now with this kind of terrible in-game time. I'm scared. Chat, hold me. I'm scared. I mean, we're losing like all of our lead anyways. Even if this is alive, we're losing everything. That was sketchy. That was very sketchy. Getting away with it. Wait, that only lost that much? I feel like I'm kind of a gamer for only losing that much. I mean, obviously I'm not a gamer for failing the trick, but like, it's kind of crazy that this run is as alive as it is. That's so early, man. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, doing it on a good run is very different. Although I actually have done it on a good run. How? Yeah. I mean, I'm losing that much just to RNG, for starters. It's kind of a problem. Am I standing on the heart container is a question that I'm kind of thinking about right now. Would be a first if I killed a run to that. Although this is kind of dead regardless. Oh, okay. 211 is alive, copium. Yeah, that was not great RNG, but it wasn't terrible. I could have probably gotten... That could have probably been maybe 5, 6, 7 seconds faster. If I'd played better. Yeah, I can gold exit Clocktown. Like, realistically I can, if I get lucky and play well. Obviously that's hard, but it's like not out of the question at all. Like, I'm kind of overdue for a big gold there. Why would I do that when I can try to keep the run alive? I mean, I guess if I get screwed like 20 times at the first ramp, then I would maybe do that. But even without that, you know, I can easily get a 211 without that. More easily without than with. At least, you know, we haven't seen what the first ramp looks like yet, but assuming the first ramp is decent, I can get a 211 more easily without the in-game time cancer. Howdy, Arvek. Thanks for the 13 months. Is that right? Kind of forgot what I was doing. Thanks for the counting, Snail. Not losing too much. I think I failed like 2 equip swaps and maybe some slight movement. Uh-oh, 211 bros. That is very awkward. Okay, we take that. We take that every day. I messed up rolling. Good backups, good backups. Backups for days. That. Okay, this is 211able. Let's get it. Let's get it. Have to wait here. Non-negotiable. 2 cycles of waiting. Still 211able, I think. Probably pretty tough, though. Probably not 211able by that much. Also, I didn't get magic, right? I'll have to get the magic drop in the next room over. But that's fine. You mean when you see the number on the sum of best, or when you see like the actual run happen? Well, I agree, I guess. Too late? I don't know why I thought that was too late. It's perfectly fine. My profile pic is from Steven's Sausage Roll. Which is a game, yes. Think we're good. If I can do this remains escape from this position, we're good. Wow. Okay. Didn't really lose time to that, because I backed it up really well, and it's during the endgame time part, and I played the rest of the temple well enough to have extra endgame time. I pressed the wrong button, dude. I pressed the Y button. Incredible. I think that extra walking must have changed the lag. That's the only explanation I can come up with, man, because that's just not the normal timing. It's just not. I'm afraid of that. Navigating the menus like that? Not sure what you mean. Do it like equipping items? Oh. One sec. Please work. Okay. I open the pause menu because I'm doing something called pause buffering. This is hard RNG pattern? Okay, it's fine. Terrifying, but fine. Pause buffering is basically just advancing one frame at a time. You know, pausing in between each, just pausing and unpausing and just letting one frame pass at a time, because what I've done there is I've triggered a cutscene to start. And then I just pause buffer my way into the load zone, which prevents the cutscene from starting, because cutscenes take 2 consecutive frames to start. Different dungeon strats because of JP version. Some differences because of JP version, some differences because you have more items or different items or something. Some because just the route is different. I don't know, it's complicated. Thanks for the good luck, by the way. Purple swag. Okay, I should have just enough time, just enough in-game time here to do everything, which is nice. Good thing I didn't do the strat the consultant was telling me to do. Thanks, Yelly, or Yell. See ya, Sigma. I'm very stupid. And I can't talk to him again? Hello? I just forgot what this text looked like, dude. That's so sad. Like, that could prevent this from being a rainbow. I thought the kid was in the way. Stupid extra banker text could prevent this from being a rainbow. If that happens, I'm gonna cry. We are booling. As long as we make it. We really want to make it to Fairy Fountain before midnight. I don't want to enter the Fairy Fountain before midnight. Lullaby skip went pretty well, yeah. I feel like it could have only been like 2... I guess it could have been like 4 wind cycles faster. Or something, maybe even 5. But that's still good, and you know, compared to like an average, that's nothing. So true, Snail. Yeah, the recoil flip in Stone Tower is about 20 seconds or something. Oops. I have practiced it every day, man. It's just so hard. Haven't practiced this fucking song, apparently. I've lost a lot of time to nothing this split between that and the banker. So much cancer has happened on this split, but I've dealt with that just fine, and then I just lose time to stuff like that. Very curious what this split's gonna look like. I'm guessing a little tiny rainbow, but I'm not sure. Hard to tell. So this is like 153 flat when finishing the last song. So let's like remember. I guess it depends on what the in-game time is though. So you can't really just judge it easily like I was about to say. Like I was about to suggest. Dude, it's crazy that I got stalactited this run and backed it up and didn't lose any time to it. It's actually sick. Not looking amazing. I think 211's dead. Poot. Yeah, sure, man. Second try punch, yo. Dude, like this is just so hard. World record is 2:12:28 by me. Rip, man. Rip. We're actually 211 is actually dead to Please put on the fucking Goron mask. That doesn't actually matter. No, I can't rainbow. Can't rainbow by more than 5 seconds in the rest of the run, I'm pretty sure. But we can get a small Ricky. I just don't think it's possible. With the strats that I do, at least. Let's just get a small Ricky. Nope, that's not correct, man. Come on. I'm just gonna go for this. Okay, that was a little bit sketchy. I was kind of low. No, I mean, I just messed up an equip, so I'm not even rainbowing this, I'm pretty sure. I guess I messed up a couple little things. Dude. So close. Like, if this misses because of the banker text and messing up the song... like, I already missed a rainbow. Like, it would have been a rainbow for Exit Clock Town if I had not done those two things. If I miss world record to that as well, or if I miss 211 to that, that will actually be tragic. I will BRB. hands are so cold, bro. I mean, I just don't pay attention to the cutscenes. Like, I am just completely zoned out right now. Thanks, Ghost. Nice bonk. So the order that I do the kids is optimized for like making the equips work out nicely. So that there aren't like a bunch of extra pauses for equips. Yeah, I know. I realized the second I said it, man. That's an amazing way to bait me into saying something bad, is like put it in the context of a question, because I will always just answer a question without thinking about it. Question about the game. Truly masturbating, yeah. Howdy, Tynan. Wow, insane RNG. I've never seen that. Okay, and of course I didn't know how to handle it. Amazing. Is this okay? I think I should go right. Scary. Very scary. No gun to my head? Well, no one's gonna force me to do it then, so... I'm chilling. None of the above. Dude, I don't even do colors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even remember what color they are. I guess the Clocktown one is pink. One of them's green, one of them's blue, one of them's yellow, maybe? This might be a small rainbow, by the way. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been pretty lucky, and I should have really held for that. Whoops. Been really lucky and mostly clean. If I knew how to do this super swim, maybe this would be technically 211able with insane Majora RNG that I wouldn't get anyways. We'll see though. See if this is even a rainbow. Oh, orange. Not accounting for equips, which are annoying if you want to do the super swim. Not accounting for equips, it saves like 3.4 or something like that with a bomb. So, that makes this very tragic, man. Like, like this probably was 211 if I had, this is probably 211 if I didn't talk to the banker an extra time, man. But now it's like, it's so unlikely, dude. Like, it's so unlikely. No, you have no idea how unlikely it is. I will go for it, but this is not it. That's not it. No, I can't rainbow this split. This split is fully optimized. For the strats I do. There are like super cancer strats that you can do to save like 1 second or less. Okay, I'm just gonna slash a random ass direction. I think what I have to do here is slash a random ass direction and pray. We're going between upright and right. That's the move. Dude, tragic. I'm not even gonna PB, man. Get back here. I wasn't quite far enough away. I thought surely the full roll would put me far enough away, but that was dead to RNG anyway. The 211 was dead to RNG. This can still record. It was so close, man. Like, he actually walked. I slashed early. I'm gonna die. Fuck you. Dude. Why did I do the extra banker text, man? Thanks for the GGs. 21212. Oh, sum of best, yo. That's hype. Yeah, that's hype. Thank you, Misa. There are just so many things, man. Like, I fell down in Spider House. I got hit by the clam. I don't know. Yeah, the recoil flipping stone tower. It's just rough. But look, it's a 16-second record, another 16-second record, and we have 111 or 211. So, yo, Simon, thank you for the 1100 bits. Holy gamer. That is thank you, man. Consultant. Thank you for the 100 bits. You predicted 212.01, really? I kind of remember. I vaguely remember that. Yeah. Yeah, PB is a PB. It had been like a month. It had been like over a month, slightly, I think. So of course I am happy about a PB, but we're just so overdue for the 211. I guess this is gonna be pretty rough. This early game is gonna be pretty rough to run against. Yeah, I've never seen RNG that good on the moon, but also I did play it better than I've ever played it. It can still be slightly faster, but yeah. It can still be like theoretically with RNG that good, which again I've never seen before. But theoretically it could be like probably 3 seconds faster, 2 or 3 seconds faster, even without the super swim, which would save a couple more seconds. $211 at Hundo Gaming, sort of. I have to do this run at GDQ in July, so I have to make sure I don't get rusty at this route. But I'll be doing easier strats, so it won't require as much practice time and stuff. So I'll have a bunch of time to do 100% practice at least, if not 100% like learning runs. Dude, I just really don't care about this run. I can do so much better at this point. I've had so many runs like a minute ahead at like this part of the run. A minute ahead around like this like mid-game mark. This is just so unremarkable for me at this point. I've gotten way better. I've gotten way more than 16 seconds better since I got the 28, the 212.28. So this just doesn't feel doesn't feel that amazing, but you know, it is a record, so. Inverted stone tower, that recoil flip. I mean, There's a bunch of sort of hard stuff in Inverted Stone Tower, but the recoil flip is just maybe one of the least worth it things that I do in the run. I feel like this was a pretty typical first half. It's a pretty typical first half time. I've had better. I've had like minus 110 or something, but I've also had like even, so. Just doing the recoil flip with pulling the bomb as early as I do. I will be doing Uno Mas after a break. I'm gonna eat some food and stuff. But I gotta watch the credits first. The back-to-back would be nice. This is like my best chance ever to hit the back-to-back records. Yeah, 2-1-2-1-2, yeah. I don't even... This is when I normally talk through what the run was like. I guess I can do that, sort of. This could have been a bit faster. Don't remember what happened. Aliens was good. The whole, like, Goron Village and Goron Shrine part was really the only part that was bad. I failed the Chuhas and Goron Shrine, and I think I failed ISG or something. Failed the jump slash onto the invisible platforms on the way to Lynn's cave and voided out. Fortunately, my health was good, so I could just do the long jump again. Oh man, I forgot this run had such bad lemons. You just can never get a run that has every RNG segment, that has good RNG like throughout, you know? Like this run had pretty good lullaby skip, like well above average lullaby skip RNG, but it had to have like well below average lemons to cancel it out. Yeah, I guess with good lemons and everything else being the same, this would have been 211 as well. This split was kind of bad. I got like a 22 or something, I think, for Epona Archery, and then sloppy stuff after that as usual. Maybe I should just grind that whole segment? It feels so stupid, though. I think I just need to keep grinding the Gossip time stops by themselves and keep grinding the Archery by itself. This was all fine. I failed this super slide, man. I also talked to the Scarecrow. Dude, I talked to the Scarecrow on the hookshot split while trying to open the door. And then later I accidentally closed the banker text and had to re-talk to the banker. I failed like 20 songs as well in this run. So much of the time loss in this run was to nothing. What was this? Oh yeah, this was getting hit by the clam. Also very strange. Also a very strange time loss. This was okay. I think I failed. Or I just had to get drops because my health was bad from getting hit by the clam. Dude, the clam kind of added up to a lot of time loss between these two splits. This, yeah, I fell down in the monument room because I went too fast. So when you have a super fast monument room, you actually have to wait like half a second before you do the jump onto the monument to get the spider that crawls back and forth on top of the monument. And I forgot that if you go too fast and you have to wait, you should always wait on the ladder instead of after finishing climbing the ladder. And I waited like half a second after finishing climbing the ladder, and it changes the setup. It changes how you have to do the jump, and it messed me up. So that's a really big time loss. I was supposed to save like 30 plus on this. This was whatever, I don't know. Yeah, I messed a couple things up, but whatever. Fine, fine. I mean, bad pause buffering, but whatever. I failed the recoil flip, that's like 20 seconds. I did everything else really, really cleanly though, and good backups and stuff. Twin mold I could have played slightly better, but it was mostly bad RNG. This I failed a couple of quip swaps. Lullaby skip could have been better RNG, and I could have actually I think okay. I think I actually only lost a couple of cycles to RNG, technically, because if I had... There was a point where I needed to get slightly closer before leaving the wolf behind, and I failed a quick roll. And because I failed that quick roll, I had to wait an extra cycle. And if I hadn't had to wait that extra cycle, I don't think I would have had to wait the 2 extra cycles that I waited at the top of the second ramp, because the big snowball was in my way. I'm pretty sure if I hadn't failed that quick roll earlier, it would have been like a 15-second difference, and I would have potentially gotten a record if everything else had been the same. So that's pretty annoying. But there are like 20 million quick rolls in that lullaby skip, so... Inner clock tower, this was fine. I messed up an equip. Other than that, it was fine. This was good. Really good. And then I got unlucky on Majora, and then I also failed slash on Majora, and like... I got unlucky on Incarnation in a way that I've never seen before, and so I didn't back it up properly because I just had to YOLO it. I didn't roll far enough away. I should have just gotten slightly farther away before I started slashing. But it was dead by that point.